Welcome to the spoken tutorial on LibreOffice Base. In this tutorial, we will learn how to create a subform. For this, let us continue with our familiar library database example. And we will consider the following case. How can we list all the members of the library? And for each member, how can we see only those books that have not yet been returned by that member? One way is to create a form listing all the members in the library and then creating a subform below it to list those books that have not yet been returned by the member. Once we design this form, we will be able to update the form. For example, when a member returns a book, we can update this information. And here is a sample screenshot of the form we will design. Notice it also shows a subform at the bottom. Let's open our library database. In our previous tutorials, we created the history of books issued to members query. Now we will use this query and the members table as the base for creating our new form. Let us first copy this query by right-clicking on the query name and then let us click on Paste. In the pop-up window for query name, let us type in a new name, Books Not Returned. Let us now open the Books Not Returned query in edit mode. In the query design window, let us add a criterion to show only those books that are not checked in. For this, let us type equals 0 in the criterion column under checked in and press enter. Let us now save the query and close the window. In the main base window, let us click on the Forms icon on the left panel and then click on the Use Wizard to create form option. Now we see the familiar form wizard. Let us go through the 8 steps on the left to create our form. In step 1, Field Selection, let us choose Table Members. Then, let us move all the fields to the right side. And let us click on the Next button. We are in step 2, Set up a subform. So here, let us check the Add Subform checkbox and click on the option Subform based on manual selection of fields. Let us go to step 3, Add Subform Fields. Here, we will call our new query, which we designed a few minutes ago. So let us choose Query Books Not Returned from the Tables or Queries drop-down, and we will move selected fields from the available list to the right side as shown on the screen. Click on Next. Step 4. Get Joined Fields. Here we will choose the Member ID field from the top 2 drop-downs, as this is the only relating field, and click on the Next button. Step 5. Arrange Controls. Here we will choose the third option, Data Sheet for both the form and the subform, and click on the Next button. Step 6. Set Data Entry. Here we will leave the options as they are and click on Next. Step 7. Apply Styles. Let us choose gray as the form background and go to the final step. Step 8. Set Name. Here let us give a descriptive name to our form. Members who need to return books. And let us click on the Modify Form option as we are going to do some more changes. Now let's click on the Finish button. In the form design window, notice that there are two tabular data sheet areas. The one above is called the form and the one below is called the subform. Now let us add a label above the form. We will click on the label icon in the Form Controls toolbar at the top and draw it on the form. Double-clicking on the label brings up its properties. Here we will type members of the library against label and change the font style to Arial, bold and size 12. Similarly, let us add a second label above the subform as shown on the screen and call it List of Books to be Returned by the Member. Next, let us shorten the form's length as shown on the screen. And then let us increase the length of the name field in the form. Similarly, let us lengthen the book title field in the subform. Let us change the fonts here to Arial, bold and size 8 and change the background color to white for the form and blue 8 for the subform. Next, let us hide the member ID column by right-clicking on it and choosing the Hide Column option. Okay, we are done. So let us save the form design and test it. In the main base window, let us open the Members Who Need to Return Books form by double-clicking on it. There is the form. Let us browse through the members by either using the up or down arrow keys or by simply clicking on the various member names. Notice that the subform below refreshes and shows books to be returned. In the subform, let us choose any record and let us type in 12/7/11 in the actual return date field and check the checked in field and press enter. Let us now refresh the form by clicking on the refresh icon in the form navigation toolbar at the bottom. Notice that the record we just edited is no longer listed here, which means the book has been returned or checked in. So there is our form with a subform. This brings us to the end of this tutorial on subforms in LibreOffice Base. To summarize, we learned how to create a subform. Spoken Tutorial project is a part of the Talk to a Teacher project supported by the National Mission on Education through ICT MHRD, Government of India. This project is coordinated by spokentutorial.org. More information on the same is available at the following link. This script has been contributed by Priya Suresh, Desi Crew Solutions, and this is Soundarya, Desi Crew Solutions signing off. Thanks for joining.